Welcome back to Quiet Awakening, where we explore hidden stories, forbidden knowledge, and the mysteries that shape our spiritual evolution. Today's journey takes us to one of the most enigmatic lost civilizations ever proposed, Lemuria, a vast continent said to have existed long before recorded history, home to an ancient, gentle, spiritually advanced race. But what exactly is Lemuria? When was it discovered? Did it truly exist, or is it just a symbolic memory of something humanity has forgotten? Let's dive deep. So, the idea of Lemuria didn't begin with myths, it began with science. In the mid 19th century, zoologist Philip Sclater was studying lemurs and noticed something strange. Fossils of these animals were found in Madagascar, India, and Southeast Asia, but not in Africa or the Middle East, where they should have migrated through. To explain this, in 1864, Sclater proposed a lost landmass in the Indian Ocean. He called it Lemuria. At this point, Lemuria was not a mystical idea, just a scientific hypothesis, but soon it would evolve into something much deeper. In the late 1800s, mystics, occultists, and theosophists began expanding the idea. The most influential was Helena Blavatsky, founder of Theosophical Society. She claimed Lemuria was not just a continent, but the home of a highly evolved ancient race, far older than Atlantis. According to her writings, Lemurians existed millions of years ago. They were massive in height, dark skinned, and possessed psychic abilities. They communicated through telepathy, not spoken language. They lived in harmony with nature and were deeply spiritual, and their civilization existed before the physical earth fully formed into its current shape. Lemuria transformed from a scientific guess into a spiritual symbol, representing humanity's forgotten origins and ancient wisdom. Different traditions give different timelines, but most esoteric sources claim Lemurian civilization began between 4 to 34 million years ago. They were considered the third root race, a stage in the spiritual evolution of humanity. According to these teachings, Lemurians were not fully physical at first. They were luminous, etheric beings that slowly became more material over time. They possessed intuitive intelligence, the ability to manifest energy, and a deep connection with Earth's consciousness. This civilization is said to have covered the Indian Ocean, parts of the Pacific Ocean, Australia, Madagascar, and Easter Island region. Many claim the surviving Lemurians later built sacred sites or influenced culture across the world. So, what was Lemurian society like? Lemurians lived with a highly awakened awareness. Instead of technology, they used energy, vibration, and intuition. It was believed to be a society where feminine energy dominated, gentle, nurturing, and intuitive. Words were mostly unnecessary. Thoughts, emotions, and images were shared directly. Many sources claim Lemurians used crystals for healing, communication, and storing information. Some believe the modern Lemurian seed crystals found in Brazil carry imprinted memories from that time. Lemurians did not see themselves as separate from Earth. Their spirituality was rooted in harmony, compassion, and cooperation. So, how did Lemuria end? Most mystical traditions describe the same fate, a catastrophic geological event. Lemuria was said to have been destroyed by volcanic eruptions, tectonic movements, flooding, fire, and water balancing the earth. Some say the continent slowly sank into the ocean, eventually disappearing beneath what is now the Indian and Pacific Oceans. So the timeline varies. Some say around 12,000 years ago, similar to Atlantis. Others say tens of thousands or even millions of years earlier. Spiritual reasoning behind the fall. Esoteric teachings claim the fall occurred because humanity's consciousness began shifting from intuition to intellect. Lemurians were not prepared for the density of the physical world, and the Earth's energy changed, forcing evolution. Before the destruction, the legend says many Lemurians went underground to survive. Their descendants live today in places like Mount Shasta in California, believed by some to house an advanced inner Earth Lemurian city. Whether Lemuria existed as a physical continent, a symbolic memory of humanity's spiritual dawn, or a realm we can no longer perceive, its legacy continues to inspire seekers around the world. The story of Lemuria is not just about a lost land, it's a reflection of our inner origins, our dormant potential, and the higher consciousness we may one day return to. Thank you for joining today's journey into forgotten worlds. Until next time, stay curious, stay awakened, and keep exploring the mysteries that lie just beyond the veil.